All right, folks, welcome back. Welcome to episode 19 of our No Man's Land series, where we've basically started from scratch. We had not too much, but a small tractor and a little bit of land, and we've built it into this. And now it's January. If you're following from last episode, we need to get rid of some silage bales. The silage bales are kind of selling for top dollar right now, so I'm going to hook onto my trailer here. I'm going to go get rid of those silage bales and potentially pick up another plot of land so that I can get some grass cut off it, because we're going to have to feed these animals real soon. Actually, we got enough grass that we're going to be okay for a little bit. But so maybe we won't rush necessarily to get the plot right away, but I want to take these silage bales in. It doesn't look like much, but these are 180 centimeter bales, so there's actually quite a bit of liters of silage there. So we're going to take it up to the farm shop and see how much cash we can kind of scrape together. And then we're going to go from there. We're going to see what we kind of need to get. There's a few things that I want to get. I want to get a little bit bigger of a trailer. We have that little utility trailer there, which is nice for kind of bombing around the farm. But we got a ton of clothes that we're going to have to take up to the supermarket at some point. So I'm kind of thinking we're going to need a bit bigger of a trailer moving forward, just because we're going to have so many boxes of clothes to be hauling each year. So I'll put a little cut in when we're, and I'll bring us back in when we're up at the farm shop. Okay, we're just pulling in here. Gonna whip around real quick. Maybe we should start raising this trailer up and getting ready to drop off these bales. Oh yeah. I don't really know how much money we're gonna get for all this. I didn't really sit to calculate it out. Let's hope a good chunk though. 70, maybe 80 grand. Yeah, maybe kind of, sort of. There we go. $70. 67. Not too bad. Not too bad. Definitely live with that. Alright, let's head back to the farm. Let's head back to the farm and see what we can get going here. I think what we're probably going to do, now that we've dropped those off, I might get Thomas going on plowing that one field. Kind of want to get that one field plowed so that we can get sort of prepped and ready to go for when we're planting in February. We got some cotton that needs to go in February, so I want to get that one field plowed. I'm gonna take some time here while he's plowing. We'll get him all set up going, and then I'm gonna haul some food around and just make sure the animals are stocked right up to see how much food we've got kind of left. I think I have 70,000 liters, but I don't really know what each pen is sitting at. I'm going to go through and potentially sell some of the sheep, which I'll bring you guys through. Yeah, see, this field needs a little bit of love. Oh, we almost rolled the truck. Oh, that would wreck this hitch so much. This truck. One day, I was thinking maybe one day we'll take this truck in the shop and we'll give it some love. Because it's definitely, it's pulled its weight around here, that's for sure. I made this truck haul so many logs in the beginning that, yeah, probably owe this truck a paint job and maybe an oil change. I'm not too sure, but let's hop out and let's get this tractor set up for Thomas, who should be here right away. So if you guys don't remember, Thomas and Sarah are a couple of workers. Oh, I don't know what I did there. Are a couple of workers who they've moved into town. They're renting kind of like a place. They're brother and sister. They got a place. They're trying to kind of get out on their own. They're renting like this basement suite, and they're just trying to make some money. They know how to farm. They know what's going on. They're going to be able to help out around here. Sarah's been running that cotton harvester on the last few harvests, doing a phenomenal job. And Thomas plowed that field for us over there, and so he should come here basically any minute, and we'll get him going on this field. And then that way we'll be able to kind of work around the farm and get the animals fed is kind of my goal here. And then we're gonna go through and we're gonna see what kind of sheep we can sell, because some are gonna be getting to that point where we're gonna sell them, and then we're gonna get prepped for February, where we're gonna have to plant all of our cotton once again. And I'm hoping if I've got enough food to float me for a little bit, what I'm going to do is cut in a new big field, kind of on the back side of the pens past those trees over there, if we remember from last episode. And then we'll have 3 big cotton fields, and I'm going to try and buy the land on the other side of that field. So I'm just gonna make sure this is all good to go for Thomas for when he gets here, and then I'll bring you guys back in once he's set up and going, and we'll start feeding some animals. Okay, we got Thomas going out on that plow, and we need to rip back now. Yeah, see, I could cut this grass if I wanted to. If we need to, we'll cut this grass real quick. We almost just should anyways. If we're going to cut a field in there, yeah, I'm going to end up just cutting this grass anyways. But let's get these animals good to go first. Yeah, we'll get these animals good to go first. Jump over this rock. We'll see exactly how much food we've kind of got kicking around. I think, like I said, there's 70,000 liters left in that silo. But I don't know what each pen is sitting at. So I think what we'll do is we'll just fill a full trailer full right now of this. We'll go to each pen, and then I'll see which animals I can sell, or that are kind of ready to be sold. I've been selling the sheep at 28 months, because at that point they have one more offspring, and then it's kind of a good time just to keep cycling through. No, we don't have silage grass. Cycling through the pens, which I'm usually selling them around 800 bucks, 900 bucks, and I don't have a animal trailer just yet, which kind of sucks because I have to pay a delivery fee, which is fine right now. I'm fine with paying that right now, just because it is what it is until we get a little bit more money going through, and we got some kind of disposable money, we can buy stuff like that, which is going to happen here because we have a ton of boxes of clothes that need to go to the supermarket. A ton. There's probably like 30 or 40 boxes, and they're 10 grand a pop. So like, and it's still January right now, so we got a lot more wool will be coming. There's still a lot of cotton in those production facilities. So we're going to be producing a lot more clothes. Okay, so that took quite a bit there. Let's go fill this again. It'd be nice to scrape about a $500,000 off of this haul, like this year, if we will. The clothes harvest. Oh, I didn't even check that pen. Let's run back. Let's run back here. I'm out of breath. Okay. Can any of these be sold? It's usually around 800 bucks. See, this one's 26 months, not quite ready to sell. Okay, so no one in this pen is ready to sell, which is fine. So let's get the last of the grass out of this silo. And then, yeah, we'll go cut that field. We'll get as much grass off that field as we can. Why not? And then that way, we've just got extra food kind of kicking around. And if we're gonna plow, we might as well cut what we can before we plow. So let's go over to this one now. Everybody should be good for water as well. That new pen that we got, we don't have to worry about watering that one. It does it for us, which is pretty nice. Even though it's not that big of a deal, like it takes like 10 minutes one day, maybe 20 minutes. Okay, so that took all the food. So what are we sitting at here? This is almost full though, because it'll take 60,000 liters. Okay, 31 months. Let's sell all these guys. Oh. Okay, who else? 875, 31, perfect. 26 months, 31. So all these guys. Okay, I think that's it for this pen. Now let's go just check over here and see who we can sell. Nobody by the looks of things, which is fine. Okay, so we got 190 in here out of 300. I think, yeah, look at all these boxes of clothes that we got here. Those are rows of 6. We got 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. 27, and then 31, 32, 33, 34-ish? Did I count that right? Right? 18, 19, 23, 27, 30, 31, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35-ish. So that's 350 grand. Right there, which is pretty unreal. And we still got a couple more months of like clothes that will be produced. And so we could scratch, you know, we don't want to count our chickens before they're hatched, but we could be scratching. What's Freckles doing? Oh man, I hit this rock all the time. We could be scratching that 500,000 mark. Good God. Okay, just back out of there. I've hit this rock, I can't even explain to you how many times. I don't even know at this point. Since the beginning of this series, yeah, maybe you haven't seen it a bunch because when I do stuff off camera, but I've hit that rock, dare I say 3, 4, maybe even 5 dozen times. Crazy. So let's drop this off here. Let's get our mower units set up. Which I have the front mower over here. Let's see if we can back into this guy. Can't really see what I'm doing, but it seems to be okay. Right on. Oh. Drag it across the side of the shed. No big deal. Oh yeah, Thomas is just giving her out there. He'll be done that in no time. In no time. But we're probably going to have to cut this field in ourselves out here because I don't exactly know where I want him to do it. Let's back up if I can. Jeez. Each tractor is a little bit weird though when it comes to backing them up. Some are like, it's kind of like a slow, and some stuff jackknifes right away. Okay, let's open that. Let's open that. Let's go get a cut on this field. I'll bring you guys right through on this, and we'll get a nice little cut going on here. We gotta drop this backside down as well. These mowers are awesome. I wanted to get these so many times, but you need a big enough tractor to operate them. But once you can, it's awesome because they mow and they windrow for you, which again is just freaking awesome. And you're able to mow at a pretty good clip with this tractor. And so my thought process is still the same from last episode. If you guys were here for last episode, is I want to get that other plot of land on the far side of the cotton field. It'll be on the east side of that cotton field. I want to get that plot and kind of save that for grass. That's basically what I've been doing lately. Is every time I get a new plot of land, I use that plot of land for grass, and the old one I somehow make into a cotton field. Now, I know our factories are kind of getting to the point where we are going to bottleneck a little bit, but that's fine because my plan is to I want to have the current cotton, like the clothing factory and the knit factory, as long as they're constantly full of cotton and wool and they're able to produce at the max amount. And then what I'm going to do is just use that excess cotton and we'll sell it to market normally. We could stockpile it a little bit if need be, but I don't think we're going to have to, since these fields, you know, they produce so much that if we cut our 2 fields of cotton like we did on the last harvest and put that into our production facilities, we don't have to worry about cotton for a full year in those production facilities. So everything on top of that is just going to be bonus that we can sell. I could do some sort of other grain. We could start getting into a different type of grain, but it really just doesn't make sense at this point. We have a cotton harvester. There's no need to like switch up, if you will, and then like try and get like a New Holland harvester or something and get headers and start planting barley and oats and stuff like that. I don't think, at least not at this point. I mean, we potentially could do something in the future. But what I'm kind of thinking, this is kind of what I've been thinking, is I want to get a place set up for Thomas and Sarah, because I think if I build a little place, I can build like a little kind of a garage unit with an apartment above it that they could live in. I could get some extra living quarters, and I could potentially let them use that our old truck. Maybe we'll get a new one. I don't know. I kind of want to keep that truck and just clean it up a little bit. But regardless, if I get a place for them, I'm thinking I might be able to kind of let them live out here for free, and then be able to pay them kind of like a discounted wage. If I'm letting them live for free, but they'll help me farm. But I still want to pay them a bit, because they still need a job. Even if they've got a place to stay, they still need a job, and they might as well get paid a little bit. But I don't know, I'll talk with them and see kind of what they're thinking, if that's something they would be interested. But that way we would kind of have full-time help out here, because it is nice having them to be able to, like, that field's getting plowed right now and we're able to cut this grass. That's super handy. We had to do everything by ourselves for so long that if we can kind of get a place for them, I think that would be a good trade-off. We'll still pay them, of course, right? But get them a place to stay. Maybe they'll give me a little discount on a rate, and we can expand this farm, because we're definitely going to need help with how everything has just kind of grown in this last year for sure too. And then now, once we get this next flush of cash, like if we actually are going to get about a half a mil from all this clothing, like in the next couple years, we could be sitting on some serious coin, which means more land, which means we're gonna have to get bigger equipment, which is fun. We might be able to start buying some brand new equipment, which is really fun. And although this tractor I did get brand new, so. But I really kind of want to get into, if I'm being honest, I want to get some John Deere tractors. I want to get rid of that yellow Massey Ferguson tractor that we have. The other tractor, the OG Massey Ferguson, he's sticking with me till the end, for sure. I'm keeping that truck right till the end, or that tractor rather, right till the end. I'm going to keep my truck right till the end as well, but that tractor's definitely staying with us right till the end. This whole farm was built on the back of that tractor. I'm not going to get rid of him. But that other Massey Ferguson we can get rid of at some point. Well, also though, like, it doesn't owe us anything, and if we have kind of 2 tractors kicking around, maybe I'll just keep that tractor as like a fertilizing tractor or something. Yeah, no, we'll keep him too. 30 horse in a dream is tucked away in the barn, because we've actually run out of everything for that tractor to do other than just become a classic, which is what it has been doing for the last year, sitting in there collecting dust, but appreciating in value. So yeah, I'm thinking we're going to build a cotton field out here roughly this size, and get that plot. Yeah, see, Thomas is already finished up. Okay, so that's awesome. He did say right when he was done that he was going to basically get right out of here, which is fine, because we don't need him for anything else. It's going to be basically all on us. But I told him to come back in the morning I told him to come back in February for sure, and because we got a seed. And we'll get him going on the seeder, or the planter rather, and we'll get these fields prepped. And I told him I told him if I did cut this field in, I would have this field cut and plowed, like ready for him to to plant. He'll be able to plant all three, and then Sarah can come as well, and someone can be running doing the planter, and then we'll get another one on the rollers, and potentially I'm thinking I'm gonna rent a set of rock pickers when we cut this field in and make sure there's no big stones or anything that's gonna damage the equipment in this field. And I kind of want to buy a set of those, but really we only ever use them once in a while just to get a field done. It's not really worth to drop the 50 grand on it when I can just rent it for a few grand here and there to because we only cut in a new field every once in a while. And so that's my plan. That's my plan. I'm going to put a little bit of a time lapse in here. Maybe I should just stop yapping. I'm going to put a bit of a time lapse in here, finishing up me cutting this field, and then pulling the forage wagon across, picking it all up, dropping it off, whether at the animals or in the silos, or silo rather. So yeah, hopefully that wasn't too annoying, but those are the plans so far, and they could probably change 3 times. All right, here's a little time lapse. Well, we did it. Okay, leave me alone. I ran this thing out of fuel. I knew that was gonna happen at some point. I don't even know, like, sometimes I just play and I don't have my headset on, and maybe the fuel gauge is like would warn me or something. I don't know. Jesus, leave me alone. But I had bought these a long time ago when I got this tractor, and I almost ran out of fuel. One day I was kind of putzing around and I seen these in the store, and I was like, you know what? I should do this just in case I ever run this thing out of fuel. And I did. So there, we're getting a little bit of fuel in. Oh my god. Okay. Alright, let's go fuel this thing up right now. Jeez. If I did that in real life, and my dad, like, found out that I ran the tractor out of fuel, and I was, like, stuck, even that close to the fuel pump, oh my god. I'd never hear the end of it. He would be like, yeah. He'd be so annoyed. Even though it's not that big a deal. Okay, we got everything cut. We're good to go. I'm gonna go take the forage wagon across now. And yeah, I'll take the forage wagon across. We'll pick up all that grass so we got food for the animals. And then we're basically going to run into that rock again, because that's all we do. Jeez. That rock. Or just me not being able to pay attention. Actually, you know what? Before we do this, I'm gonna park this over here real quick. Because this is what we gotta be doing too. Let's give everything a nice little wash here. I really like these mowers. These mowers are so clutch. The fact that they can windrow, oh, they're worth every freaking penny. They're expensive. Now the key is when you're pressure washing, you want to jam the wand in. Get her in there real deep. Get her in the fan too, since this thing's still running. There we go. She's a thing of beauty. Okay, I think what I'm gonna do probably, maybe then, yeah, I think we'll probably just end the episode there. Um, I'm just gonna go pick up this grass and then dump it in the silo. I don't know if we really need to watch another time. You probably don't want to watch another time lapse stuff. I'll just get all that cleaned off, and I'll bring you back next month. We'll get Thomas and Sarah back. Get one of them out seeding that field. I don't know who it's going to be exactly, and oh, dropped the wrong thing off here. Yeah, we'll get one of them seeding that field, and I think I'm gonna get a new trailer just to haul all these pallets of clothes in and stuff like that. That's kind of my plan. But I'm gonna go look and see. I'm gonna go talk to the guy in town and see what they got, see what I can get. I don't want to spend too much on a trailer because it's really just gonna sit around. But it would be super handy just to be able to do kind of one load and get all those clothes to the supermarket. So yeah, I'm gonna kind of look into that and see what we can get for a trailer. And you know what? I might even look into taking that truck in and getting it cleaned up a little bit. Maybe see if I can get a fifth wheel hitch put in that. It all kind of depends on the trailer that I get and such too. Whoa. But yeah, see what I can do with this truck. Kind of glitched out there for a second. What's going on? Okay, but yeah, I think that's what we'll do there. We ran the tractor to fuel. Jeez. Oh god, I wonder if I can somehow get a fuel tank that's like strapped on that tractor. Just in case that ever happens again, because it will. It will. I'm always playing without my headset. I bet you the gauge was beeping at me. I don't even know. So I wonder if I could get a mod or something that'll like in bright red letters it'll pop up on the screen. But thanks again for watching, guys. We'll be back in the next episode. I'm hoping in the next episode what we could do is even if we do a time lapse, we'll get these fields seeded, fertilized, and kind of ready right in the beginning of February, so that they can get going in so we can be harvesting in October. And I think while Thomas or Sarah is seeding that field, when they start seeding the first field, I'm gonna go work on cutting in that third cotton field kind of on the west plot there. And then I'll also kind of make some plans to buy 28, the east plot, the farthest east plot, which would it be, and that can kind of be our new grass, and we'll just keep expanding like that. So thanks again for watching. Appreciate you guys. If you can hit that like, subscribe, all that good stuff, it would be greatly appreciated. If not, no worries. And yeah, take care of you guys. Take care of yourselves, rather, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.